It's day 11 and it's Tour of Delhi Day. Here we covered Jama Masjid Mosque, a rickshaw tour of Old Delhi, a visit to Rajghat Memorial and some other temples in the afternoon. Getting through Delhi traffic was a nightmare. I'm positive the Indians love their car horns and road rules are an impediment to getting to their destination. Our first place to visit was in Old Delhi and it's the Jama Masjid Mosque from about 1650. We all had to take off our shoes and ladies had to cover up with a head-to-toe gown. I think we were still on a high from Egypt and seeing massive structures from 3500 BC and we were a bit underwhelmed, but it was still good to see. Once out of the mosque, we boarded rickshaws for a ride through Old Delhi. The ride and the traffic were insane. I don't know how there isn't more accidents. We got to witness a true mixture of people and cultures in one place. Rickshaw ride completed, we headed on the bus to Rajghat Memorial. It is a memorial erected on the cremation site of Mahatma Gandhi and gets heaps of visitors each year. While we were there, masses of school children were visiting and they were excited to see us foreigners. It was also interesting to note the walkway up to the memorial is bordered by eucalyptus trees. Apparently they were introduced by Tipu Sultan in Mysore around 1790. We then went to lunch at Laziz Affair in Chandni Chowk, one of the top North Indian restaurants in Delhi. The food did not disappoint. I would say it was the best meal of the whole trip. In the afternoon we visited a few more temples, but by then I'd lost interest. Between the shoe removal rules, no photo policies and the constant presence of hawkers and beggars, I opted to just wait on the bus. We finally got back to the hotel around 7 p.m. It was a bloody long day.
uh, it finished and it was on 2nd of no, on 1st of 31st and 1st. There were 2 days when Diwali was celebrated. It's a 5-day long festival. The biggest festival for most Indians is a 5-day long festival, Diwali. So it's like Christmas in Australia. People go on holiday. It's a family tradition to stick together, celebrate festival together. So that's Diwali, the biggest festival in North India. You know, streets are illuminated. They jack up houses, they clean houses, they whitewash them. So everything, I want to buy a car, I wait till the festival. I buy a new car, I want to buy new clothes. So people buy a lot. It's like Christmas time. At Christmas, what do? You do a lot of shopping. You go for shopping. You go, you buy new stuff, and you invite family, and that's how Diwali. It's exactly, not exactly, but yes, it is similar to what you do, what happens in Europe or in Australia during Christmas time. So 5, 6 days or 7 days we have holidays. Schools are open now, offices are open now, and it's good to travel during Diwali. But the issue with Diwali, lot of shops are closed, lot of offices are closed, monuments are closed. So that's why, it's better to come after Diwali. So most monuments are open on Diwali, and that's how we have today it is going to be a working day. So people are resuming their offices today. So coming back to Delhi's history, Delhi has so much history packed in within the same city. 22 million, between 22 million to 24 million people, and it is spread out over 1300 square kilometers. 1300 square kilometers. People are just, and it is only growing. The population is growing, and monuments were built from north to east. So if you look at Delhi's topography, it's the most interesting one. The first capital of the British was in Calcutta till 1911. They shifted their capital in 1911 to Delhi. They built two capital cities. I work with the British as well. When I work with British, so they come to Delhi. They stay 2 or 3 days here, and they go to Shimla as well. That was their summer capital. Have you heard about Darjeeling? So wherever British went, they built two capitals. One was summer, the other was winter, because it was too hot. What was the temperature like? Do you know what was the temperature like this summer in India? I did a lot of Tripadil tour in summers. 40s, 40s, 40s? No, wrong. 52. 52. And I did two tours in June with Tripadil, because you have we have a lot of Australians who come to India from May, June, July, August, but especially May and June, it was horrible. 8:30 we started from the hotel, and it was way too hot. We couldn't continue our visit. We just go out and click some pictures. It was unbearable from 9 o'clock onward till 5 o'clock. So, but people enjoyed. They went for a swim. Tours are cheaper, but this year was exceptional. The heat broke every record existed in the book. There's no recorded history, 52, 53 degrees Celsius in Delhi's history. Not a single day. That was how bad it was this year. It's climate change. It is happening in front of our eyes. So that's and monsoon. Again, monsoon. 2 months of monsoon, which continued for another a month or so. So monsoon and heat summers were, especially for farmers, it was not a good year for farmers in India. We had mango season, so we didn't get good mangoes this year. The produce was terrible. Produce of mangoes were terrible. We start having, mangoes are in season from June till August, but due to extreme heat, we didn't have good produce of mangoes. Same goes for monsoon. Roads were broken. So this year was quite not a good year for. Last year it was good, but this was it is going to be remembered as an exceptional year for climate change in India. So now coming to Delhi's topography, British built New Delhi. It was this winter capital. So they stayed here from September or October till March. When it started getting hot, they moved to Shimla. Shimla, it's 8 hours drive from here. They built a railway line, Shimla. These days it is like toy train, people like joyride. They take the ride to enjoy the beautiful landscape of the Himalayas. So it's 2 hour, 3 hour, train ride. So people go for that ride. So the Shimla was their summer capital. They built it between 1911 till 1931. 20 years were in making. So before the British, we had Mughals. Mughals came to India in 1527. They ruled till 1857. So it's like more than 300 years of their rule in India. Before Mughals, we had Delhi Sultanate. Delhi Sultanate, 5 different dynasties. Why I'm telling you this? Because Delhi, we have more than 1,000 ruins in Delhi. 1,000. Which are scattered, they are all over the city. They, from one place to another place, you can spend easily 5 to 6 days. And you keep discovering new things, but they all look the same. Those ruins and those mosques and everything, they look the same after a point. So we have old Delhi, now new Delhi. So people come to Delhi and they start saying, okay, we are going to old and new. What do they even mean? Old Delhi was built in 17th century. That's where we are going, guys. In 17th century, was built by the same guy who built the Taj Mahal, the famous Taj Mahal. After he lost his wife, after his wife died, he decided to move to a different city. That's where he planned a fortified and walled city of Old Delhi. So till 1857, Old Delhi of Delhi was known as New Delhi, because there were older cities dating back to 11th centuries. So Old Delhi was used to be known as New Delhi till 1911. So Old Delhi is still a step back in time. So Before you doze off, I'm losing some of you guys. I'll give you some useful information. I'll. It's what's the time difference between Egypt and India? 3 hours? No, more than 5-6 hours. No, 8 hours. Yes.
From way to way?
Yeah, no. Egypt and Australia, jet lag, so it's not the same time our zone. So I know it's difficult. It's second day. So in old city, guys, I need you to be careful. Careful with your stuff. That's the first, because I may lose you. Some of you may want to doze off. It's not interesting, the first part of our drive. So you can just relax, and you're not going to see only traffic. So what I like to let you know that please be careful. Mosque, temples are crowded. If you have a mobile phone, do not keep in your back pocket. Always keep your stuff in somewhere close to you, where you can have an eye. You have an eye, Do not take your money out in public. Do not carry your backpack. I know some of you have backpack, and I have gone through. I have been working with Chipadil, and I know my country quite well. People are not aggressive, but we have pickpocket, like in any major cities. And fortunately, unfortunately for you, I don't know fortunately why I'm saying this word, you are foreigners, you are tourists. So the first target. So they see you are busy taking photos, and you have your backpack, and you keep your stuff somewhere, in the first pocket of your backpack. So please keep somewhere hidden in middle in your backpack. Do not take your purse, or do not take your money out, your wallet out in the monument. Keep your backpack in front of you when you are in a crowded place, and take this with seriously, because a lot of, even the French ambassador, he had his mobile phone stolen in Old Delhi. The French ambassador who went to, he couldn't find his. So I'm not kidding. I'm not just just to talk negatively about my country. Yes.
If somebody does try to take something off you, can you defend yourself?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. But you can catch him, but do not
Hit him.
Yeah, hit him. That's another issue. Those guys have more human rights. They'll have their friends, coming up, and so you need to be very delicate, with this situation. You if just let
Trouble come to you.
trouble come to the group as well. So your mobile phone, your especially in crowded place, in mosque, in monument. So it is, you just do not take anything. What I was telling you, keep your, for example, your wallet somewhere in the middle of your backpack, so that nobody, and keep your backpack in front of you. And when you take pictures, so what happens? Those guys, speak flawless English. They can speak 5 or 6 languages. So they may come across. They know you are Aussies. They'll talk about how India lost yesterday matches, how we got whitewashed. So they are quite updated, they are, they know what to talk about, to what nationalities. If they meet a French guy, they would, speak about Olympics. So that's how they strike a conversation. So a guy will strike a conversation, other guy will come behind you, and they catch you off guard. So that's how it's a syndicate kind of stuff. Yes.
Is your stuff safe on the bus?
No, on the bus, no issues. On the bus, your stuffs are safe. Keep your cash with you always, and of course, you can keep your backpack safe in the bus. So that's how they operate. They'll come across very friendly. They'll be well dressed, and it's a new way of scamming people. You can't just especially in monuments. If they are speaking very good English, you have to be careful because they know, and if they are doing, so that's guys in Old Delhi. What I do, even I keep some cash with me, or I keep my wallet in front of me, so I don't need to look for my wallet every now and then. So that's the first part. You have my number. Just if you don't have my number, just note it down or save it to your mobile phone as you wish. Keep it handy.
What's your number?
I'm going to tell you. Please prepare yourself. If you want to note it down somewhere, you can note it down somewhere.
Come on. Listen. Yeah. Denise. Denise, come on. He's trying to talk.
It's going to be difficult then. What do you think? Is it going to be difficult for the next 5 days only?
Yes. Yes.
Okay guys, just I need your attention for the next 5 minutes. You'll be free to take pictures. I know it's beautiful out there. You're tempted to take as many pictures, as many photos as you want. But please bear with me for the next 5 minutes. So if you don't want to hear me, hear the explanation, please assemble back. You look at the gate number. It's gate number 3. Gate number 3 at 11 o'clock. You take your shoes back on. You put your shoes back on. If you want to use toilet, it looks crowded. It's crowded. Not looks crowded. It's crowded today because it's the last leg of peak season. So you can't help it. So a lot of people come here. So at 11 o'clock, meet me back outside the gate number 3. There are 3 gates. It's once you go out of the different gate, very difficult to find the other group members. You have my number, mobile number. Please come back from the gate number 3 at 11 o'clock. If you want to, yes.
Is this a gate number 3?
Gate number 3, if you go over there, gate number 2, gate number 1. So you come back from the gate number 3, you put your shoes back on. Now what you see here, I'll do a lot of explanation on the bus, but this is Jama Masjid, largest congregational Friday mosque. So people, Muslims assemble here. It was built by Shah Jahan. He was the one who built the Taj Mahal. So he built the old city of Delhi and the mosque. What do you see? There's a large tank right at the middle of the mosque. It is used for ablution. So Muslims who come to pray here, they do ablutions every day, 5 times. They do 5 prayers every day, 5 times. Before they pray, they do this ablution. They wash their hands and they wash their face. So that's the ablution. What you see, it's a beautiful 3. There are 3 domes. They use white marble, black marble, and red sandstone. They all came from Rajasthan. So in a mosque, no iconography is allowed. So whatever they use, it's calligraphy, verses from Quran. So if you see, there are 5 arches on each side, and these are the medallion that contains large boxes over the arches, which contain verses from Quran. So it's calligraphy. These are the decorative form of in mosque. They don't use any living being, and they don't depict. No depiction of living being is allowed here. So over here, please.
Lee.
So that's the photos are allowed everywhere. You can go in the prayer hall. You can take pictures, but please be mindful of the guy who's praying over there. 11 o'clock. So you can go around. On this side, ladies would pray over there, and there are 3 gates, and on the one side it's large inside prayer hall. It contains nothing. There's a large wall which has a niche, so that indicates direction towards Mecca. Direction towards Mecca. The 4th side of the mosque doesn't have anything. So the Muslims pray facing Mecca, west. So that's how Muslims pray. They can be outside the mosque, they can be inside the mosque. Doesn't matter. As long as they face Mecca. So they face towards Mecca. So guys, you can note it down somewhere.
plate. Turn around.
Sir,